Hello and welcome to the Divas channel. Today I'm going to show you how to change the wheels on a hand truck or dolly. I found myself with two flat tires, which proved to be rather troublesome when moving things around in my garage. So I went on Amazon and found the Marathon Universal Fit Flat Free tires. With these tires, they work on wheels that are 9 inches to 11 inches in diameter and are said to be fairly easy to install, so I gave it a try. I started by spraying the bearings of the old wheel with some WD-40, and using a small pry bar or cat's paw, I worked around the axle cap to remove it from the bearing. Once the axle cap was loose, I was able to use an adjustable pliers to remove the axle cap, moving in a counterclockwise motion. I will admit this required a little more muscle and a lot more WD-40 than I had initially expected. Once the axle cap was removed, I was able to remove the wheel from the hand truck. Next, it was time to install the new wheel. Luckily for me, the 5/8 inch bearings that came with the wheel fit perfectly. However, because this is a universal fit tire, it does come with 3/4 inch bearings, and if those bearings don't fit, it says that you can order additional bearings and spacers at no charge from the company's website. And when it came time to replace the axle cap on the wheel, I decided to use the old axle cap that I had, because the axle cap that came with the Marathon tire did not exactly fit perfectly. Well, it might have, but it was becoming too hard to install, so I went with what I had. So using a wooden block and a hammer, I was able to hammer the axle cap down. Then using a flathead screwdriver and the hammer, place the axle cap in its proper position, lowering the axle cap further down on the axle. Once the axle cap was nice and snug, the wheel was ready to go. But remember, I said I had two flat tires, and the second wheel was not as easy to take off. The axle cap was extremely tight, so to remove it, yes, I used the WD-40, but with the WD-40 and the cat's paw and a hammer, I had to work around the axle cap many times before it would loosen. But once the axle cap was loosened, I was able to remove it in the similar fashion by taking the adjustable pliers and working it off of the axle in a counterclockwise motion. And with this tire, as with the other tire, I used the same axle cap that had been on the old tire, and replaced the old axle cap further down, and the wheels were all snug and everything was ready to go.